Everyone is hesitant from time to time to reveal their true emotions. And, especially like in situations where there's high tension, perhaps when there's a discussion about politics going on, where it seems like the best thing to do is not to really say exactly what it is you feel, what it is you think about the matter. But the best thing is to just smile, shake your head, yeah, yeah, or to quietly get up and leave the room, right? There are plenty of situations that can be like that, especially when there is a lot of tension. And at times like that, like even with when someone's just angry at you, it can take a lot of courage to be able to speak up and to say what it is that you really feel in that situation. And that's understandable. But, and sometimes it's wise that in the moment not to really say what it is that you're thinking or that you're feeling, because it's really not going to work out well. And so why bring it up now? But some people, on the other hand, are just so frequently not really saying how they truly feel that they end up pretty much just living a life with fake emotions. And then after a while, you really don't even know what it is you truly think or feel about things. Well, today I want to help you to understand what it is that's behind this, why it is that you are living with fake emotions, how that developed in you, and then also the damage that it's causing. We're going to look at that and what you can do about this. My name is Tawnya Kordenbrock. I am an online emotions coach and the person behind arenewedlife.com, where I have an online training program called Mastering Emotions, where I help women to rewire their brains, to be able to break free from fear, anger, and shame, to be able to love themselves, feel loved by others, and to have a deeper relationship with God. I hope you will go ahead and subscribe so that you can get future teachings that I have. And also stay tuned till the end of this video because I'm going to tell you about a free resource that I have for you and a free online workshop that you might want to take part in. Now let's get started with looking at what it is behind the fake emotions that's making that happen. What is the power behind it? What is the emotion behind it that's driving you to come across to others with fake emotions? Whether you are with someone and trying to appease them, you don't want them to get angry with you want to make them happy, or maybe perhaps what is really going on is you feel like your emotions are wrong, that something is wrong with them, that they are immature, or you should just not have them. What is going on behind all of that is the emotion of fear. That is fearing that you are going to make the other person angry. And what would happen if you made them angry? Well, perhaps you believe that they may retaliate and hurt you if you were to make them angry. Or you might believe that you would upset them so badly that they would reject you, that they wouldn't want anything to do with you anymore. Or you might fear that they will reprimand you, that they will say to you, why are you feeling that way? You shouldn't feel that way. There's no reason for you to be thinking and feeling the way that you are, that something is wrong with you to be feeling that way. You're immature or you're selfish. So all of these fears really serve to drive the behavior of presenting yourself in relationships with false emotions. But what happens then when you are living in this world of denying what you're really feeling, but instead coming across to people with the fake emotions, then that fear has built a wall up that blocks those real emotions. And when that happens, it makes it really, really difficult to be able to get over that wall. Makes it difficult to be able to share with someone what you're really feeling. Makes it difficult to sometimes even to know what it is that you're feeling. And oftentimes when I've worked with people as a clinical counselor or in my online program, what they find is they can actually kind of, they can tell that that wall is there, that is blocking them from being real, from being genuine, and blocking them from being able to even feel what it is that their emotions are. So now let's move on to look at how this skill of presenting yourself with false emotions, how that developed within you. And in my online program with women who are experiencing this, the first thing I like to ask them is, how far back do you remember yourself doing this? And then once you can identify that, at age that happened about, it doesn't have to be precise. Usually women will say, well, it was around when I was 13, or it was around when I was 8 years old, something like that. But then when you think back to that time in your life, consider also what was going on. Was there a lot of chaos at that time? What was causing that chaos? Was there perhaps some abuse going on in your life? That someone was verbally or emotionally abusive, had a lot of anger, a parent perhaps with a lot of anger issues, perhaps someone had an addiction and that was going on in the household. Maybe even you were ignored. That for various reasons, maybe your parents divorced and you were with your mom and she was just so emotionally distraught that she didn't have the emotional energy to engage with you as a child. And so you basically got ignored, or it was portrayed to you that your role now was to make your mother happy and to that you were her happiness. And so you always put on a face that was happy and just to please her and to help her feel good. But then what happened in all of these situations, whether there was chaos or abuse, neglect, just being ignored, all of those develop within you a coping pattern, a way of handling your emotions, because emotions actually are very normal. They are God-given, and they really just don't go away by telling them to go away. It's not how it works. And as a child, you have to learn what to do with them. And one of the ways that you can learn to cope with your emotions is to ignore them. And then you learn to put on the face that people expect you to have, that people want from you, or the face that keeps you safe, so that you don't have to experience the wrath of another person or the rejection of another person. And even if this didn't happen to you in childhood, it can also develop from an abusive relationship in your early adulthood. That coping skill then also produces beliefs about emotions. And those beliefs are what keep this pattern of coping in place. Beliefs about yourself, beliefs about emotions themselves, that emotions are bad, emotions are wrong, that if you have emotions, then you are bad. If you have emotions, then you are wrong. If you have emotions, you are selfish or you are immature. They also, this pattern also has beliefs about others, that no one will ever care about how you feel. And if you state how you feel, then others will get angry. They will hurt you and they will reject you. So all of those beliefs, very, very powerful. And so I hope that you can see how they would play together with fear to keep that wall up so that you never reveal your true emotions, possibly even to yourself. And therefore, you supposedly remain safe. Now, this coping skill was probably something that you really needed as a child in the early years of your life. However, there are some serious problems that come with using fake emotions. And we're going to look at that now. Because when you're in a relationship and use fake emotions, then really what you have is a fake relationship. And other people can feel that. They may, at some level, want you to always agree with them, to always appear as though you think they are wonderful and smart and they're accurate in how they feel and think all the time. But also at another level, they want the real you. And they can't seem to be able to get to that place with you because that wall keeps you from being real with them, from sharing your real thoughts and feelings with them, becoming more intimate with them, relationally intimate, having a deeper relationship. And along with this is when you present with fake emotions and you don't take the risk of sharing what it is that you really feel, then you don't learn to trust. You don't learn that other people can actually care and can love you back, even though you disagree with them from time to time, even though you get hurt by them. And so it keeps you from feeling loved in relationships. And also, when you block the negative, the so-called negative emotions, those uncomfortable emotions, when you keep that wall up, then what happens is you also block good feelings, feelings that should be comfortable, feelings like happiness and joy, feeling content. That it becomes quite difficult to be able to grab onto those because the wall is not selective. It blocks all emotions. So if you are recognizing that you have this wall up, you know that you use fake emotions with people instead of really saying what you think and how you feel, what can you do about this? Well, I want to give you some a direction that you can go with this. And if you've been doing this for a long time, which you probably have been, then I would recommend that you get some professional help with it. But the direction that you want to move in is to first begin recognizing what it is that you are really feeling. Whether, you don't want to start out just blurting them out to people, because they're probably not going to come out in a good way. And it's going to reinforce that belief that people can't handle your emotions or that it doesn't work well to state them. But first, just start with recognizing them yourself and name them. Look, I'm feeling angry right now. I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling scared. And then you will need to work toward a place where you will feel comfortable with those emotions. And one way that you can do that is to begin working with your beliefs about emotions and your beliefs about yourself and your beliefs about others. Because until you can move beyond those beliefs and change them, see things differently, and begin to value yourself and your emotions, then you're not going to be able to allow yourself to feel them. And you're certainly not going to be able to allow yourself to express them. And then I suggest that once you've gotten to that place, then to learn different ways to navigate your emotions and to express them within relationships so that you can get those deeper relationships that your heart longs for. And also to be able to meet your own emotional needs. Get it what it is that you need to be able to feel loved, to be able to feel cared for. I hope you found this helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and share it with others if you would like. But I did mention before that I have a free resource for you, and that is a mini email course that you can sign up for. And what it will do is it gives you some scriptures that you can meditate on, but it also guides you in how to recognize the emotions that you are feeling based on these scriptures. So this is good practice for learning to see your emotions and get in touch with what is going on inside of you. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. And also, I am doing a free online workshop that I'd like you to take part in. It is on Friday, December 6th at noon Eastern Time. And it is called Learn to Control Your Emotions the Right Way. And certainly, as we've talked about today, blocking those emotions and coming across with fake emotions is not the right way to control your emotions. And so that is what we will look at, though, in this workshop. I hope you'll join me there. Bye for now.